Hello, good evening, and welcome to Themajig's Racing Channel. We are here with the Full Throttle Racing Consortium, the group with all of the moves. We're back with the Touring Cars Association 1998 Toka 2 without copyright infringement, if you know what I'm saying. You know. And we're here for rounds 10, 11, 12 at Nordschleife. Hang on, I'll get it right. I did the pronunciation thing. She told me everything. Nordschleife. So we are here, ladies and gentlemen, for 3 rounds of Nordschleife. It is an epic track, ladies. I don't even know how they're going to do this. Well, they have usually like 15-minute races or something. I don't know. What is that? 3 laps? 3 laps, three lap races. There will be no qualifying because it just takes too long, so they're going to do championship order. And at the moment, everyone's just chilling in the pits. The weather is changeable. It certainly is. As you can see, some have got mediums, some have got intermediates on. The track is damp, but is it damp enough? These are the questions. Right, I got up the table. Right, I haven't transferred nicknames over, so we'll just have to wing it. But the grid's going to look a little bit like the championship table, which is McEwen at the top on 161 points. We've got Schauler in second on 125 points. They're both the Vauxhall drivers. I know that. It's L. McEwen and de Groot. McIntosh is in third on 116 points, with New in fourth on 107 points. We've got Graham in fifth on 95 points, Sharp in sixth on 74 points, Willows in seventh on 73 points. We've got Ellis in eighth on 69.5 points. We've got Pointer in ninth on 55 points. We've got Piper in 10th on 37 points. Roderick in 11th on 36 points. Spate in 12th on 23 points. Welsh in 13th on 23.5 points. And 14th, Dickox with 11 points. The teams, ladies and gentlemen, the top is the Vodafone Nissan Racing Team on 286 points, with Blend 37 Williams Renault in second on 185.5 points. Then we have the Volvo S40 Racing Team in third on 128 points, with fourth going to Ford Team Mondeo 118 points. SO Team Peugeot blah 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 blah. And it's race on, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Nordschleife. Right on the money. 8 o'clock they said, and 8 o'clock they did not disappoint. I've not even got my keyboard set up. That's how slack I am, Jack. We might be able to do something in between. And the lights are on, and we are ready to race. Here they go then, in a very damp, it has to be said, looking Nordschleife. For 3 laps, it's going to be 3 laps of 3 races, ladies and gents. And at the moment, McEwen takes the lead ahead of his teammate Groot, who is slipping behind somewhat. Jokerman in third place, though, all up in his hiney as he slays the back end around the corners there, as Evil Dragon really close in his action as well. Evil Dragon making looks, interesting looks into Jokerman's rear derriere there to try and get past another slide around the corner here. And Nordschleife, it's very damp, ladies and gentlemen. JW then is in 5th place in the Volvo, chasing down Evil Dragon, being chased by Adam in his Pug. Yes, in the Peugeot. Sid is in Sid. We'll go back to Sid. Why not? 7th, and Dre in 8th at the moment. And it's McEwen though leading, but he's not. He's pulling. He was pulling away, but not now. And now Groot's having a very interesting look in the lead. No team orders here in the Nissan team. They are slamming the championship, so why would they care where the points come from? As long as the drivers do not take each other out, then it is race on in the Nissan team. But Groot having a little slide on out of the corner and giving Evil Dragon a nice opening for the attack, but yet it does not come. Evil Dragon then sits in and just waits for his moment. Jokerman in fourth as we try and slow down the attenders here at Nordschleife for rounds 10, 11 and 12 of the full throttle racing. And the Renault is all over the rear derriere of Evil Dragon's Ford at the moment. He's trying to get the Mondeo here past the two Nissan drivers. Vodka Robbie in the chat saying good evening sir, and Vodka saying I missed the one earlier because I've been tearing the house down looking for two small wires from my McLaren GT3 wheel. No idea where they are. I thought I did, but no. So I've made more or less mess to tidy up. Oh, dude. The hunt. You need a drawer with just wires. Everyone's got a drawer for wires. And again, Groot on the brakes. Evil Dragon fancying the braking to be a little later than what Groot is fancying. And Jokerman is right in that action as well. And the field is nice and tight with Adam there in fifth, having a look as well. This is taut, ladies and gentlemen. JW in sixth place. And then we got Sid in seventh and Dre on their rear derriere as well in eighth place. And now the Volvos are bickering. The Volvo, Sid, JW bickering over position. JW ahead of Sid. Sid wanting to get by. And then Adam there in fifth place. Jokerman in the Renault dropping back from the Mondeo with Groot and McEwen there still holding out the front two positions here. The team is absolutely dynamite. And again, Evil Jokerman having a look. He's pulled alongside this time of the Mondeo, and it looks like Jokerman has got the moves. He's got the moves. Can he get by Evil Dragon? He's got, yes, Jokerman just with his nose ahead, but Evil Dragon coming back around the outside. It's going to be tight, and it's tight indeed. It's tight indeed, and Evil Dragon still holding on to the position, and it looks like Jokerman has had to concede that place and wait for another day. Evil Dragon putting it on the line there. He was not taking any prisoners, and he was just edging Evil Jokerman there into making a mistake. And Groot having a look. Groot having a look at the lead. He's weighing up his chances here. Groot just edging. And it's Groot now in the lead of the Nords, ladies and gentlemen, as McEwen takes a back seat in the situation, and both of them on the Inter tyres. It looks like the whole field has gone for Inter tyres at the moment, and Evil Dragon still side by side with Jokerman at the moment. Jokerman just edging ahead as the pug of Adam comes through as well to join the party. Evil Dragon says no more shall pass. And the Volvo around the outside. Sid's going for Evil Knievel style moves here. He's done the wall of death, but he's got nowhere. I think he has. He's got ahead of Adam. So I say he's got nowhere, but he's got ahead of Adam and his teammate JW. So SCLD on the actual move. Evil Dragon in fourth, fighting with Jokerman. It is tight. And McEwen back in the lead. And it looked like Groot went off. Groot had a small off, yes. Yes, he's overcooked it, ladies and gentlemen. Overcooked it and slipped back behind the Renault of Jokerman. Jokerman now through and up into second to chase down McEwen. It is on. And if it's on, it is on, as Easy E would say. Groot then in third place with Evil Dragon now in fourth. CLD with that absolute crazy move in the carousel, and it worked for him. But now Adam has issues with his tenure ahead of him. He wants to be in that position, and he's got JW, the other Volvo, keeping him close quartered company from behind. And Dre, don't forget about Dre, as Eminem reminds us. McEwen then leads from Jokerman, but Jokerman, this could be one of Jokerman's strongest races for a win this season. But Groot's coming back up the inside, and the Nissan just is too strong, and it looks like Jokerman had to put a wheel on the muddy stuff, and he's led a couple of passengers through, Evil Dragon and SCLD all the way up there, and Groot's there got his hands full of Mondeo Volvo hybrid right now, as Jokerman has to recollect his thoughts and get back into this situation. Adam has been tucked up behind someone all the way so far, and JW fancies a move on the pug at the moment, as Dre is sitting just behind, having a great view of all that goes on ahead. And here we go then, it's the Groot and Evil Dragon and SCLD battle. Oh no, Joker Man just slipped one through as we cut to the, and Adam wants it. Evil Dragon's off the road, Evil Dragon off of the road, letting Joker Man back up into third as Adam and JW, it looks like SCLD has had a big, huge drop there as we see a chasm of cars. My good word, what are we doing? And yeah, Sid having to make some big decisions and space management. Huge space management there for Sid in amongst all of that stuff. Evil Dragon then slipping down into 6th place after that small off, and the Nissans are away with it, and Group back in the lead as Sid goes racing with Evil Dragon. But Evil Dragon, no slouch. He can get back into the action. Groot then leads ahead of the championship leader McEwen, and he is ahead of Jokerman, whom is ahead of the Pug of Adam. Doing a great job here as we go into our second lap of the Nords. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody survived. Let's all pat each other on the back because of that is astounding. The survival rate in one lap of this place is 0. Evil Dragon 6th. Tucked up behind JW at the moment, having a sniff and a whiff, and Dre has got himself ahead of Sid. Sid slipping down the order of things. JW then 5th place, maintaining against the Evil Dragon. Adam up and into 4th, and on the attack in the Pug of Jokerman, who is not much ahead of him as McEwen hangs back and lets Groot shine. And shine he does. Sorry, Groot. It's the timing. It's the timing of the things that just get me sometimes. McEwen then leads the way with Jokerman in 2nd, but Jokerman under threat from Adam. He was the first man that walked the earth, ladies and gentlemen, and now he shall walk again. He's got to be bigger than Jesus, surely, eh? He was the first. Oh no, we've got a Volvo in trouble. It's Sid. Sid in trouble. And he's got plenty of time, plenty of corners to catch up this rabble. McEwen leads from Adam. Adam now up and into 2nd and chasing them down. Jokerman in 3rd, but Adam's lost it. No, he's got it. It looked like he lost it, ladies, but he's got it. So you beware. Jokerman in 3rd, and he is under threat from Evil Dragon, who has come back. He has come back from the pits of Mordor, and he is back up and into the action of that podium battle. JW in 5th, but he's being harassed and harangued by Dre. And like I said, Slim Shady reminded us, never forget about Dre. Groot in 7th on a comeback with Sid slipping to 8th, but he's just got to wait for the carousel, and he'll probably jump up 4 positions. 3 wide virtually coming out of that corner. Dre really mixing it up at the moment, and JW under the pressure of all 3 of them behind him. That is a lot to carry, and there is a dry line starting to appear now. There is a dry line as the Volvo goes for a move on the Groot. And Sid really fancying his chances against the Primera. And Groot at the moment just trying to keep into behind as Dre sits lovely in 6th, chasing down JW. But there is a gappage starting to appear ahead of the Volvo, up to Jokerman and Evil Dragon that are just battling it out absolutely tooth and nail. Adam keeping a track of the leader, that is McEwen. We are about halfway round. About halfway round the second lap of this 3-lap race, and McEwen has lost the lead a couple of times, but only to his teammate, only to the other Nissan. That is what you call safe. Adam though chasing down McEwen as the track dries. The grip levels change in every corner. It's like a journey of discovery. It's like finding your joystick for the very first time. And Evil Dragon has gone to town on his joystick there, but it's worked for him. It's worked. He found a bit of grip off of the road, and now he has slung it up the inside of Adam, and Adam did not see that coming. And as Jokerman, kissing the rear bumper of the Mondeo, follows him through, and Adam has found himself back in 4th place. Cheeky little move there from Evil Dragon. Lovely stuff. Off-road, some would say. Jokerman in 3rd, only a wheel, but still finding the grip. I thought he'd lose the car, but Evil Dragon somehow, some way made it work. Where's Sid? This is his corner. Oh, he's nowhere near anyone. Ah, bless him. And Dre's had a big one as well, ladies and gentlemen. And was Dre gone? I was just about to cut to Dre, and he has gone. That's enough punishment. 2 laps of the Nords, ladies and gents, is all about a man can take. And we're down to 7. McEwen then is leading the way with Evil Dragon setting chase. And Jokerman in that action as well with Adam in 4th. We got JW in 5th. We got Groot in 6th. And Sid in 7th. They are thereabouts, so only one small mistake can change everything. But at the moment, McEwen 2.5 seconds virtually ahead of the Evil Dragon, who has his hands full with Jokerman. Oh God, not that view. Not even that view. That view. So the track is virtually dry now. There's barely, I mean, it's definitely not intermediates. They've got to drive on the inters because they've got them on. They're not going to pit, are they? Or would they? Do you think someone would dare pit? Someone like Groot, 6th place? Not really in, but yeah, pit stop's got to be such a deficit. No, just to change tyres. It's interesting. We'll see. We're a ways off that yet. But it would be interesting to see if anyone's brave enough to try and put a dry set of tyres on just for that final lap to see if they could gain anything. I just think they'd just gain the pit stop back, and that'd be about it. I don't think it would pay any dividends. But it's interesting to see. At the moment then, Jokerman slipping back from Evil Dragon, but Adam and JW are all up and in his busyness. So that's action-packed down here, just behind the podium. Then we have Groot in 6th and Sid in 7th. So someone like Sid, you're not going to lose anything, are you? But he can't keep it on a dry track. I don't know if he should put dry tyres on. And Groot, it's just that I don't know what you're going to lose. You're not going to lose much, are you? You've got to give it a go. So we'll see. But then it's that kind of track that someone might make a mistake, so it might be worth just sticking it out, even if you're a little bit further back from the field, just in case someone has an off. We'll see when they come round. Do you know what? They all probably will go in. They'll all probably just go in, because, I mean, the track is virtually dry. And I'm saying, would one of them go in? And in all fairness, they probably all will. So here we go then. Adam does. Adam chances it. So Adam going in for dry tyres on the final lap, and Groot and Sid stay out. So Adam going very deep. He's going balls deep, ladies and gentlemen. Tip, shaft and balls. He's put it all in. Kemler Talk in the chat saying go. So McEwen then leads on this final lap with Evil Dragon in 2nd, Jokerman in 3rd with JW in 4th. Sid carried on as well as Groot. Groot losing a position to Sid along the way. And Adam then is there. He's on a set of mediums. Now, let's see if it's genius, because he did lose positions. I was talking about those people further back that weren't going to lose really anything. Oh, it's hard to stay on the track, isn't it, bud? It's not good on the damp stuff. She's a bit slippery when wet. So Adam then, he's really got to keep his eyes on stalks at the moment. Keep an eye on keep off the curbs. It's a tough drive. It's a tough ask. Now, I wouldn't have called Adam for making that stop, because he was right behind JW, wasn't he? But he fancies it. He fancies a hero. hero move, but McEwen at the moment doing an absolutely superb job out there in the lead, flicking up the purples every sector, and Evil Dragon, all he can do is chasing down and hope McEwen just puts one wheel wrong somewhere. But as the track dries, the chances of someone going a miss gets very slight. JW then up to 4th after Adams, was Adam behind JW actually, so I don't think it's Sid that gained from that, and Groot up a position as well. Adam on those medium tyres, we've already seen him have a slight off, but the tyres would be cold, remember, he'd be coming out on cold tyres, so now he's just slinging that pug. Ooh, again, it's hard to slow down. No, it's reset him. Oh, bless him. So McEwen then, it looks like it is set in stone on this final lap. Jokerman and Evil Dragon. Jokerman just got past Evil Dragon. Was Evil Dragon second? It's a great battle either way from Evil Dragon and Jokerman. Evil Dragon giving Jokerman a lot to think about here. The Renault and the Mondeo going at it, and the Volvo is there to pick up the pieces if all goes wrong in amidst this. Sid has done a great job to catch back up again. He was further back, and he is starting to catch his teammate, whereas Groot slipping further back. Adam again getting on top of the tyres, but I just think one lap is not going to be enough to pull back the deficit of the pit stop. He did seem to be in the pits for a while as well. It must be a long pit stop here. He really is slinging it though. He's giving it his all, ladies and gents. And it is beautiful to see a man driving on the very edge of what edge is. And that edge is wet. Whoa, beautiful, beautiful. Bravo as the sun comes out, but again, just not enough grip to stay within the white lines. McEwen still with a lovely little gap between himself and Jokerman. Evil Dragon closing in, and Sid's getting past his teammate. Unbelievable at the moment. Sid is absolutely on fire. He is driving like a man possessed. Who knows, he may even be able to catch up with that podium battle. Unbelievable stuff from Sid out there, driving like a maniac, and it's working for him. It suits him. Suits you, sir. Ooh, suits you, sir. So JW then slipping back behind his teammate Groot in 6th, but he has a nice gap between himself and Adam, who has got his hands full of a damp Nords on a dry set of tyres. Big ask. And McEwen, I just don't think he's getting caught today. Now the sun's out, I think McEwen is just going to bring that one on home, baby, as Jokerman tries to stay ahead of Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon giving it all he's got against the Renault driver there, but the Renault driver just edging away. It looks like the Renault driver now starting to feel rather comfortable with the conditions, feels a bit more confident with the car, and is driving through those corners like he owns them. And Evil Dragon there just slipping back, and you know who's just behind, an insurging CLD. Sid is on the move, he is on it. And again, JW as well, matching pace. Beautiful stuff here at the Nords, with Groot there in 6th and Adam in 7th. I think the car just starting to work for him. I imagine he's going to start really reeling them in, but at the moment 19 seconds off of Groot. Too much in one lap, I think. So McEwen then still leads ahead of Jokerman, and he looks like he has put that battle to bed with Evil Dragon, although one small wheel going in the wrong place could make a big change here, especially with the two Volvos hanging around in the periphery. Groot in sixth, but it's those Volvos that are dangerous. Sid absolutely slinging it out the scenery and stays on the road. Evil Dragon, though, it's getting ever closer. The Volvo really is starting to drive beyond its limits, and Evil Dragon must be feeling the pressure of that. He must be feeling that the Volvo S40 breathing down his neck. Jokerman at the moment in the Laguna trying to catch up with the Nissan, but the Nissan now has just the straightaway to go and a couple more corners, and it is done and dusted for race round 10. Jokerman in second, looks good for Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon now, Sid must be getting a tow. He must be feeling the tow from that at the moment, and he is going to be looking to try and get some action on the go. And done well so far in FP1 and 2A. Is that Williams? Oh, Williams, I saw that top bit. Yeah, Williams have. Yeah, well, it's, you know, I rubbed a floor and that was it. That's all it took. Sid's got him. Oh my word, sorry, I was reading Rob's comments, and Sid, but he's off the road now. He's off the road, but he's still ahead of Evil Dragon. McEwen takes the win. Jokerman in second. Sid barely, but just keeps the podium even though he's off the road. Evil Dragon in fourth, JW in fifth. Groot brings it home in sixth place, and unbelievable finish there for that podium. Groot in sixth, and Adam, it just didn't work, but it could have been. It could have been something amazing. It could have been magical. Ooh, if anything, it must have been fun. Maybe not fun, but interesting at least. So Adam then bringing it on home in seventh, and it's McEwen with the win, and Sid doing an amazing job for that podium. Superb stuff, ladies and gentlemen. That was something. And again, we get to see McEwen's rear derriere, and it is pert. He squats, ladies and gents. You can tell. You can just tell. Let me quickly grab that for thumbnail reasons, and then we shall look at those results, because McEwen then, and it was Sid who got the fastest lap, unsurprisingly, because he was absolutely slinging Volvo. So McEwen then taking top spot, and then Jokerman in second, doing great stuff for his championship. SCLD in third. Amazing drive. Could be driver of the day, but we have another 2 rounds to do yet. Evil Dragon in fourth, and you got to feel for him. He was up there fighting, but when it dried out, Jokerman just managed to get an inch on him. JW in fifth. Great points for Volvo today. Groot dropping points for Nissan, down in sixth. Adam in seventh, and Dre just couldn't get to the end. So they are our results, ladies and gentlemen. That was a fantastic race. And Saint Dash has joined us. He did say in the chat he was going to be a little late. And he is in. I better get my tandoori kebab ordered. Oh, hello. Vodkrob's on the food. Vodkrob saying dramatic finish, great racing, and Vodkrob also saying I better get my tandoori kebab ordered before closing time. Yeah, I had a cheese and onion crisp sandwich with salad cream so far, but I'm coming off night, so I was in bed. I got up and I've streamed ever since I got up. And let's have a look. I think, it's coming down now, ladies and gentlemen. It is reaming out there. So it's going to be full wets if it remains this way. So Saint Dash joining the crew. It doesn't look like Dre is coming back. He's done. He's burned with the Nords. That's it, he said. Shall I have a look to see if he's ranting in the chat? I mean in the messenger, not in our chat. Come and rant in our chat, Dre. I want to hear the rant. So, let's have a look. I've gone, because I was looking for the table. I've gone right up the chat. Oh, shoot. Someone asked me for a link. Oh, sorry, I had my hands full at the moment. but I will try and find you one. Do you know there is a way? You can never miss anything. Somehow, some way. And I don't like to tell people what to do, so I don't tell... Oh, what's going on? I think it's just... Right, let me copy that. Look at me, I'm doing double duties here, people. I am working it. Working it. What's going on? Oh, it's just the room settings. They're re-logging in. Okay, I think it's a weather thing. There we go. We've slapped up the link, ladies and gents, in their messenger, so all's good in the world. Oof. Tandoori kebab, you are gonna feel it at the other end tomorrow. Burn ring. Someone's gonna be going round the Red Bull ring. Oh yeah, delish. Just supping up the hot brew as it should be. Let's have the conditions are looking good from this position, ladies and gents. Shall we go trackside? Trackside to see what goes on. You see all of this when you do it live, don't you? You see me messing around with all the settings and stuff. See all my little secrets. Oh, I'll mute. That turned into a bigger cough, so it looks like the sun has come out. The sun has got his hat on. Okay, remember the sun has got his hat on. The sun has got his hat on and it's come out to play. Oh my. Evil Dragon there, giving us a lovely pirouette around the green hell, ladies and gents. Yeah, it's hats off. That was beautiful. And I don't think he hit a barrier either. It was just grand. The grand spin. Oh, we were here for it. Only two on the track, having a practice with the drier conditions. Both on the medium tyre. I think the tyre rule out the window now, so we won't see a hard tyre used, I believe. It'll just be mediums all the way. I don't know if they can still use the... and I think the way I read it, although Sid's got hard tyres on at the moment, the way I read it is that they can't use the soft either if the wet tyre has been used. So all tyre rules out the window. It should be either they're going to be using the wets or the mediums. That's the prime tyre, I think, the main tyre. And Bodgrub just got a software update on my Pixel. It's just about developing into a usable phone. Still not great though. Oh man, I'm an Apple whore. I'm sorry. It just makes life easier that they all link together in harmony, in digital harmony. But I know Apple are as evil. Don't get me wrong. I know, you know, but they're all evil, aren't they? All these corporations. So what can you do? Got to go with one or the t'other. So Evil Dragon then having a practice with the JW, whilst the organisers just fine-tune the final events so we can get underway for round 11 here at Nordschleife. And obviously Saint Dash joining us after missing the first round. Yeah, we've had I think they all went away together a couple of weeks ago, and now they're all ill with herpes, mouth herpes and genital herpes. Some have got genital herpes and some of them have got mouth herpes, and you've got to do the math to work out who was where. I've always been Android, not a fan of Apple phones myself. No, yeah, it's the whole Xbox, PS5, PlayStation thing again. Starting at 35. I knew if I'd mentioned herpes, we'd get a time come up. So yeah, no, it don't make no difference. I've had an Android. It was all right. I didn't have nothing against it. For some weird reason, whilst I had it, I had a theme that made it look like an Apple phone, because I liked the irony of having an Android that looked like an Apple phone. But yeah, nah, it makes no difference to me. Do you know what? I hate the bloody things anyway. I try not to use them. as much as possible, so it doesn't matter if it's Android or Apple to me. I don't want to use it either way. I'm that age where I remember a time before mobile phones, and I remember a time after mobile phones, and I remember the time before mobile phones being a lot nicer. It's nice not to be. It's nice to know no one's going to bother you. And Vodka Rob also saying, I usually get gaming phones though. Asus ROG phone is badass. It's what you're used to, ain't it, really? Yeah, I'd rather have none, but you got to, ain't you, in this day and age? I sound so old, but I don't even think it's a whole old thing. I think it's a hippie thing. Maybe it's my hippie dippy side coming out of me. Like, hey man, we're all free, yeah? Let's just be free. Let's not let these electronic tags tie us down. I couldn't live without it, though. I couldn't give it up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of them Amish. I'm not ready to go all Amish on your asses. I just remember it was and Vodkrov saying, I wish we could go back to the 80s and 90s, far better times. Yeah, but at the time it didn't feel that way. I wanted to be in the future, and I tell you, we're in the future. People's phones connected to their bloody watches, and cars are electric now. They don't float like I wanted them to, or fly, but they're electric, which is somewhat different. So, and touch screens, iPads, we talk to each other, we see each other's faces. It's the future. It's the future. It's not as cool as you'd think it was when it was the 80s or the 90s, but it's pretty darned impressive. It's just when we got here, it's just like, yeah, it was better to dream about it than actually have it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old. I try not to be. I'm really into. I'm trendy. I've just started listening to this new band, and they are new because they've only got a couple of tracks out. Father of Peace. I think they're awesome. Highly recommend. So look, I'm not an old fogey. Anyway, let's get on with this race, shall we? McEwen, I think it's still championship, or is it that the order? Oh no, it's the order of the last race, and then I guess it'd be reversed for the last race, of course. Lights out, ladies and gentlemen, let's go racing. And McEwen then off to a great start ahead of Jokerman, and it looks pretty dry with Sid then. Sid, he was getting stronger and stronger, the drier and drier it got. And I tell you who, Adam has got a little bit of he's had a try with these medium tyres, so he might have a little more knowledge than the guys around him. St. Dash coming in cold, ladies and gentlemen, cold and dry. And he's got to catch up pretty soon with McEwen out there in the lead, then gapping it out again from Jokerman. Sid in third with Evil Dragon all up and about his business. Not quite all up and about his business, I'm sorry. It's Sid who's giving Jokerman a lot to think about at this early stage of the race. And Evil Dragon just sitting back from the action and see it purveying. Oh, the Volvo going for a detour. Hasn't cost it, I'll tell you what. He's Sid likes it off the road as much as he likes it on the road, but it doesn't cost him. Didn't we see him? He was off the road just before the end of the race, and he still maintained position. And Vodkrop saying, I don't know, the 90s were fun. I don't remember much about it, but I enjoyed it at the time. Rave on. Oh man, could reminisce all day, my friend. Smash out some Stone Roses and Happy Mondays, and let's just get far out. McEwen then leads the race with Jokerman in second. Sid giving him some pressure. Oh, we can be nostalgic, can't we? This is a series from 1998, so yeah, the end of Britpop. So Sid then all up and about Jokerman's business. Evil Dragon in fourth. Adam is in fifth, so he's done great. JW and Groot slipping back. Groot not having a good time. JW fighting with St. Dash as Adam, I said maybe it'd come in handy with his earlier time on the medium tyres in the wet, and look, I'm not all that wrong. Sometimes I'm all wrong, sometimes I'm a bit wrong, and sometimes I'm not all that wrong. And I'm I'm claiming not all that wrong this time. And he is closing in on Evil Dragon, whom is struggling. He is struggling at the moment with the dry track. Sid all up and about Jokerman. Jokerman, some of these guys just want to go a little gingerly around the track, and it's not on. They've got to go full hill. They can't leave anything behind in them corners because Sid and Adam are absolutely slinging their vehicles. So McEwen then leads with Jokerman in second, but Jokerman is being harassed, harangued, and there is a little bit of intimidation there from Sid. 2 tenths behind. These are 2 seconds ahead of Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon's around 2 seconds ahead of Adam. St. Dash, his teammate, trying to catch him up. JW a little bit, he was fighting St. Dash as well, and Groot slipping quite far back from the pack, and look how close now to the lead they are, both of them getting a lovely toe through that bit. Oh, and Sid going for the off-road option again. Unbelievable stuff here. Sid really wants that Driver of the Day award, doesn't he? And all it is a thumbs up from me. You don't get much else, but at the moment Sid really is slinging a Volvo around the scenery of the Nordenschleife. Oh, McEwen hanging out his Nissan. This is crazy aces, ladies and gentlemen. And McEwen at the moment just barely clinging on to this lead as the Renault of Jokerman breathes heavily down his neck, and Sid is he doesn't matter what, you don't have to close the door on him, he'll go off the road to get by you. He really is a carousel. He loves that wide line. It hasn't worked for him this time, though. He's lost a bit of time on that one. And McEwen and Jokerman then edge away from Sid. Evil Dragon there in fourth. Adam has pulled her back half a second on Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon must be a bit wary of the track as Adam closes in. He's 6 seconds ahead of the Volvo of JW, who we saw racing St. Dash last time around, but St. Dash slipping back to 1.5 seconds behind the Volvo, and he is 1.8 seconds as he slides the car through that area, and Groot will be wanting to close in. Groot already with a race under his belt in the wet, and he'll be feeling like there's a multitude of grip around here that he didn't have earlier today. And Dash then makes he's just clinging on. McEwen ahead of Jokerman, and Sid coming back into the fray. Evil Dragon is maintaining against Adam, but Adam is really slinging his pug. He really fancies a piece of that fourth place, ladies and gents. Look at him go. So Evil Dragon looks like he knows that he can't get in the battle for the podium today. Fourth is the best he's hoping for, and he's got to keep Adam at bay. But Adam now within a second as he bounces over the curb, but it does no effect on the Atenza, Peugeot Atenza, and Adam then trying to close in. I believe, I don't know if there's been, Adam with a bit of a slide on. I think for the next season, it must be announced. Well, what announcement to the world? Yeah, we had a big press conference. They're going to change cars. Adam going wide there, and that has helped Evil Dragon out a lot there, because I think Evil Dragon really couldn't find much more pace in the Mondeo, and Adam was really closing in the Peugeot, and that small off has put them back to where they were before, 2.5 seconds. And Adam's got to do it all again, but we are only on lap 1 of 3 with plenty to go. So it's not over yet. Jokerman really trying to get a toe on the Nissan. Is he going to try and sling it up the inside when we get to the end of the straight? Oh, it's a brave man. You can't really brake too late. It's a tight corner that they go into. It's a slight curve and then a real tight corner. But they have to close down that speed, and we can't see the action. There we go. Jokerman just slightly ahead of McEwen. No, McEwen edges it under braking, and McEwen somehow holds on to that lead. Jokerman got himself just a hair's gnat's hair ahead in the braking zone, but McEwen must have braked a little later there just to manage to get ahead of Jokerman. But Jokerman really is laying it on thick now, and Sid is in that action as well. He's back on the bumper. Evil Dragon driving sensibly, keeping Adam at bay, with JW there in 6th. We've got Groot in 7th, 5 seconds adrift of JW, and only 1.5 seconds ahead of Dash, so Dash slipping back to the back. And McEwen only just maintaining this lead here at the moment, and Jokerman putting that pressure on as the Sid also does so. I'll learn my buttons. So on board with the Volvo in 3rd place as we fight for the lead here. We're on the 2nd lap of 3 here at Nordschleife. Or the green hell, if you would rather. Evil Dragon, 5 seconds. Oh, look at the toe, baby. Pulled us right into it, and again off the road, and oh! And he did kill Joker. Absolutely unbelievable stuff there from the Sid. Oh my word. Coming down with the toe, and again he tried to do the off-road thing. The back end went, and I wondered in car if we'd taken Jokerman with us, and as it turned out we did. Oh, poor Sid and Jokerman. Evil Dragon just swanning past. Look at him. Laughing he is. He's laughing at you. Oh, bless. So McEwen now leads with a healthy lead of 6 seconds. All that pressure has gone. Evil Dragon in 2nd, Jokerman in 3rd, Sid in 4th, and OMG, I imagine there has been some expletives sworn, and it was no one's fault really. He just got caught in the toe. He tried to get out of the way, went to the grass, and the car spun into Jokerman, and poor Jokerman then dropping position to Evil Dragon, but he has got the pace on Evil Dragon. He can still come back in this race and finish 2nd, but it looked like the wind could have been on for Jokerman earlier. Sid in 4th. Hey, it happens, it's fun. Adam in 5th. Adam with a good pace as well. Now has the podium battlers back in his sights. JW also in with a shout in 6th place. Groot 7th. 5 seconds adrift from the Volvo, and 5 seconds ahead of St. Dash. St. Dash struggling to get up to speed here at Nords. And McEwen leads. Evil Dragon in 2nd. Jokerman closing in at a rate of knots, ladies and gents. So Jokerman, it's not held him back. A good walloping off the Sid will never slow him down. Yeah, there was some great music back then, says Vodkarov. Yeah, in the 90s. Superb. Oh no, Evil Dragon! He's binned it! He's binned it! OMG! MG and O. GMO. All of the alphabet. Evil Dragon. Looking good. Looking solid. Was under pressure from Jokerman. Now Sid coming back to get that 3rd place again. And Evil Dragon, one small mistake has cost him hugely at the moment, as Jokerman up and into 2nd, and Sid again has not learned his lesson. He keeps going to the off-road. You've not got your intermediate tyres on anymore. Sid, you can't keep going on the grass. Stay off the grass, man. Too much grass muddles your brain, dude. Start seeing things. So Evil Dragon then having a small off, but he's got the pace here. He's in amongst it, and Jokerman back up and into 2nd with Sid in as well. Oh God, it's scary when he goes a little side off the road. Don't do it. And Evil Dragon feeling the pressure of the Volvo, and Sid is just on it. McEwen cruising 7.5 seconds ahead of the podium battle here, and the podium battle is fierce. Look at Sid go, ladies and gents. It's a man possessed there by the spirits of Senna, Stewart, and the other one. All of them asking a little bit of the track limits there. And that's where tears happen. Adam just behind them, 2.5 seconds. JW in 6th, with Groot now in 7th. Sid Dash in 8th place. McEwen leads, but it's the battle of the podium where all the action is happening. Jokerman just ahead of Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon having a sniff and a whiff. Nothing doing there. He's very much on Jokerman's hiney. And he wants to get by. He wants to get by. Lap 2 of 3, ladies and gents. Another lap to go after this one. And Jokerman under so much pressure. So much pressure. It's a wonder he has not cracked. Sid having a little rest. Having a break at the back there. Ooh. Getting a wobble on in the Volvo. As these two duke it out, and Jokerman's done the same as what Evil Dragon's done. He's had a small off, and he's dropped down into 4th place. Evil Dragon back up in 2nd. Sid in 3rd, and now Jokerman in 4th with unbelievable stuff. And Sid all up and about Evil Dragon now. Sid going for 2nd. What a turnout for the books here, ladies and gentlemen. Sid then battling for that 2nd place, with Evil Dragon slipping back into 3rd place, trying to get a tow and get back ahead of the Volvo. Jokerman must be absolutely livid with himself there, dropping the Laguna when he needed it most. Evil Dragon all over the back of Sid like a rash. Like a crusty, itchy, dry rash that Sid just keeps trying to put some Vaseline on, and it will not shift. Ooh, Sid testing the grip around that final corner on the outside there, and somehow surviving as Evil Dragon layers and layers. There's layers of pressure that he's putting on Sid at the moment, and Sid is just... he's soaking it up, but it's how long can you deal with that much pressure? McEwen just cruising out there in the lead. Sid under pressure from the Dragon. Jokerman sitting there hoping the pair of them take each other out. Adam in 5th with JW closing in. Adam could be in trouble before the end of this race. Sid in 2nd, slinging Volvo. Evil Dragon there slipping back a little bit from Sid now. Sid driving like a maniac, ladies and gentlemen, in the zone. And Apex Wolf saying, "Hey bird, hope you're well." I am good, man. I am tickety-boo, top of the world, looking down on creation. McEwen then leads with Sid in 2nd. We've got Evil Dragon in 3rd. Evil Dragon now under pressure. Evil Dragon feeling the wrath of Jokerman. Jokerman fancying a podium before the end of this round. Round 11, ladies and gentlemen. With Adam there as well, under threat from JW. Great Scott. So Adam's under pressure, Evil Dragon's under pressure. The only person who has no pressure is Liam, out there in the lead, doing a wonderful job. Evil Dragon then doing his utmost to keep the Renault at bay, and the Renault is absolutely hounding him, ladies and gents. Adam in the Peugeot, in 5th place ahead of JW. He's maintaining, but JW very close. Liam on his final lap, making his way around, with Sid pulling away from the dueling Mondeo Renault combo. And Adam is closing in rather swiftly to this battle. The wheels are squealing as they make their way around the corners. Evil Dragon doing all he can to keep the Renault at bay, but the Renault has got an absolute rocket up its rear derriere and fancies getting in, and there we go. There's an opening, and there we see he goes through. He taketh the gap, and the gap was not there to have because Evil Dragon slides to the outside of the corner, and again Jokerman claims the gap. And the gap is his, ladies and gentlemen. Third place for Jokerman now, ahead of Evil Dragon. And we saw Evil Dragon lose out in that first race from second down to fourth. And Adam wants to punish Evil Dragon a little bit more for no reason whatsoever. So Jokerman there, or was it Jokerman who dropped? It might have been Jokerman who dropped. I can't remember now. My word. So Jokerman, Evil Dragon are now duking it out. Adam slipping back a little bit, but JW is really starting to turn on the nose. And again, Evil Dragon is having a taste of the grass around here in Germany, and he slips back from Jokerman, but stays ahead of Adam enough, just enough to stay ahead of Adam. Is it though? Because Adam's now going for the move. Adam's going for the move. The Volvo's there as well. The Volvo fancy's carrying on the momentum, and the Mondeo is wild, ladies and gentlemen. The Mondeo has been hung out to dry. Unbelievable racing we are witnessing here today, sir. And Jokerman goes about his way quite happily, trying to stay out of this shenanigans. And now Adam's wide. Adam is wide. Evil Dragon is through. Evil Dragon is up and Atom in fourth. Adam slips to fifth, and JW is just there knocking on the door. It looks like Adam's totally lost the car, and he's taken Evil Dragon with him. Unbelievable. Adam slid, understeered and slid into Evil Dragon. And we got McEwen then coming around. We got Sid in second, Jokeman in third, JW up to fourth as Evil Dragon and Adam. I think Adam's let Evil Dragon through. Unbelievable stuff, ladies and gentlemen. What can you say? Whoo! So here's the move. Before the end of the race, they're side by side. Oh, he hit the curb. No, that's not it. We're looking at Adam. Oh, yeah, cruel, cruel, cruel. No one's fault. No one's doing. Just a cruel hit of the curb. And he knocked Evil Dragon. McEwen then making his way. We've still got some lappage. We've still got 3 or 4 minutes left of this race, ladies and gents. Sid in second. Jokerman in third. In fifth. Still racing with Adam in sixth. Adam off the road. Grew in seventh. Has that helped him close in? A couple of seconds, but probably a little too much too late. And St. Dash really not getting away around the Nords at the moment. But McEwen leads. Sid in second place. Jokerman in third, taking air over the jump there. JW in fourth with Evil Dragon hunting him down in the Mondeo in fifth, and Adam there in sixth. Crazy racing, ladies and gents. And it's JW, Evil Dragon and Adam are our closest competitors at the moment, and there's about a second betwixt them, so it's as long as they keep their heads screwed on, they should maintain. Jokerman's only just under 2 seconds ahead of JW, and JW really does fancy it. It looks like Evil Dragon went a little wide there. He seems okay though, and Adam no closer, so I don't think he was that wide. It just must have been the angle we were looking at. Jokerman 4.5 seconds behind Sid, who's 7 seconds behind McEwen. They're on that straight just before the final couple of corners now, and it looks pretty safe for our podium sitters. JW would love to catch up with the Renault, but just make it a double Volvo podium, but it's just not going to happen unless Jokerman makes a real hash of the final 2 corners. And Evil Dragon and Adam duking it out, but it's not going to happen there as well. Here we go then. McEwen comes into... Ooh, McEwen asking a little much from the Nissan. Where's he gone? He's on the road though. He had the time. He had a bit of gappage there, so he could play around in that final corner. And McEwen then, with the fastest lap so far, comes across the line with another win. Sid comes home in a fine second place. And does he take the fastest lap? He does. Great stuff. Jokerman brings it home for the final podium. Third place, JW in the Volvo. Fourth, Evil Dragon grabs fifth. Adam grabs sixth. And Groot, come on, cameraman. Jesus. Gets seventh. Cameraman's been on something. And Dash there, he's 20-odd seconds behind those guys. But yeah, Sid grabbed himself the fastest lap there before the end of the race. Great drive from Sid ahead of Jokerman. And what a battle. That didn't feel like 3 laps. That felt like an endurance race, ladies and gents. As St. Dash comes up to the line to complete the race and finish in 8th. And Vodgrov saying dinner here already. Wow, that's fast. We still you ordered it in race 1, and by the end of race 2 you've got it. So that was McEwen then with his second win. There's no stopping that man, ladies and gents. So not that, it's that. I don't need the replay because I got the replay from the first one. So McEwen takes the win, but Sid gets that fastest lap. And is that a telltale sign about what will happen in race 3, ladies and gents? Jokerman rounds out your podium. What battling we've had, ladies and gents. What an absolute banger. JW finishes 4th, Evil Dragon in 5th, Adam in 6th, with Groot in 7th, and Saint Dash getting up to speed in the pug in 8th place. And I mean, Sid really did get the fastest lap by some way. It's like nearly 2 seconds, just under 2 seconds. No, it'd be 3, yeah. It's just under 3 seconds, isn't it, really? So, yeah, that is a stunning lap from Sid. It has to be said. I imagine there's a lot of sorries in the end of that race. My word. So, they reset themselves, ready for the next one, ladies and gentlemen. 3 laps for round 12 around. Oh, look at that, beautiful. The sun just heading down here at Nords. Rounding off do you know what? I'm not going to put any of that on. We're going to follow Evil Dragon and just look at the scenery. Why not? Oh, God, we'll take that off, though. For heaven's sakes. There we go. Yeah, just enjoy a little bit of the Nords. The sun goes down without all the text up. So an amazing battle we've had in the last 2 races, especially between Evil Dragon, Jokerman, Sid, and even JW. Adam getting in the mix as well. Groot was kind of neutralised in that race. Groot we saw very racy in race 1 in the wet, but somehow was neutralised in that race early doors. Couldn't quite get back into the action. So this third and final race, ladies and gentlemen, it should kick up some very exciting racing. As we watch the Mondeo make its way around. And Vodkarov saying food and entertainment, can't go wrong with that. Hey man, it's winner winner, tandoori donna dinner. So yeah, we're just chilling here. We're just chilling before the race, watching a Ford from 1998. Right, it's an Atenza masquerading as a Ford. Cruise around the green hell. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful scenery. Absolutely crazy. I don't know where we are. I should look. I should do. I'm trying to hit you hard with a load. I know I've done. This is my 3rd stream today. I know. Well done. Thank you very much. It's nice of you to notice. Yeah, because I'm in the hole with streams where I've had a bit of I wouldn't say I've had a rest, because I feel like I've still been streaming, but I've not been able to stream during the week because I work miles away now. So my leisure time in the week is driving, which is kind of fun. I don't mind that. It's all right. It's nice. I'd only be driving on Gran Turismo probably. That was the thing. It's like, oh well. Do I come home and then I drive another? I saw them doing all the time trials. We're going in 05, so not long. That they all jump on. Someone did like 500 miles on GT7 after work. So I mean, mine's not crazy. I'm only doing, it's 73 miles there and 73 miles back, so 140 miles a day. That's all right. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I've not been able to anyway. So I'm not being able to stream during the week. Yeah, and I feel like I've drifted behind. But it was weird because there was a phase where there wasn't any championships and they were all starting again. They all started in the same week. It was like nothing, and then everyone's on. So a lot of streams this weekend. We're going to try and get back on top of things. So we're going to do a live stream on Saturday night, and peppered in there, I think there's going to be more mini miglias. Some more. Oh, we've got the Deltonas. I am loving the Deltonas. So we've got the Deltonas coming up. The Lancia Delta Integral, whatever it's called, Integrale. What else have we got? More Academy, more mini miglias. We've got the Sunday evening championship from URL. Friggin' hell. Oh, VRC have started something very interesting. I'm looking forward to covering with the Porsche. So yeah, plenty of stuff coming up in the future on Thingamajig Racing Channel. You are not going to be left wanting for racing, trust me. I think the Saturday Night Live one is they're doing another Group 3 championship. The one, I think it's like when I first started covering World Racing Community. So I think they're going back to the roots, back to the beginning, back to the start. Like Coldplay said, I want to take you back to the start. Right then, let me get this up. Beautiful. Thank you, Evil Dragon. You were very entertaining for us. That would have been a boring 3 or 4 minutes, but I was thoroughly entertained watching you make your way around the Nords and hit a couple of barriers along the way. It was very nice. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Round 12 of the Touring Cars Association 1998 Replica Championship. And Vodka Rob saying he used to drive from Stoke to Derby every day. From work one way, 17 minutes. I had my Integra. Beautiful. And we're racing, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time here at the Nordschleife. And it's St. Dash that leads them off from Groot. Now, Groot, we know, has pace around here. St. Dash looked like he was struggling in that second. Well, it was his first race, but it was the second race of the evening. So I don't know if St. Dash is going to be able to maintain ahead of the Groot. Then we've got Adam, who we know is very swift indeed around here. And he's in third. We've got Evil Dragon in fourth. JW under threat from Jokerman already. And Sid fancies a piece of the Jokerman also. And McEwen, for the first time today, is seeing what it's like with cars in front of him. He's had Groot in front of him once or twice, but like I said, teammates is you can't you know, it's not that scary. It's not as scary as having someone from the other team ahead of you. So Groot then did take the position from the Dash, and so does Adam. Adam just about to, but Evil Dragon slip one up the inside of Adam. Now he's going to slip one. Oh, he's on the curves, and we know what the curves do here. Unbelievable. He's still out of control, but he's regained it. Unbelievable. And he's still holding. No, Adam's through. Adam is through the Evil Dragon. I was going to say, I don't know how he maintained that all the way down that straight, but he's lost the position now to Adam. And Evil Dragon then slipping down into fourth with JW, the Volvo, with heavy intentions, I am sure, of getting past the Dragon here, with Jokerman in sixth, Sid in seventh, and we got McEwen in eighth place. Groot leads the way by a second at the moment, with Dash, St. Dash, holding on to second, and he's got his teammate Adam behind him. Would he not be best to let him go? Adam in all sorts of trouble, being attacked from every angle at the moment from Evil Dragon and the Volvo. Jokerman up alongside the Volvo at the moment. They are looking like they're Noah's Ark there, 2 by 2. And Adam does go through. St. Dash lets him through. Great stuff. Great teamwork. And now Adam can get on with the business of getting away, while St. Dash plays a rear gunner, but Evil Dragon knows this game. He doesn't want to maintain any longer behind the Peugeot. He knows he's going to be held up. Saint Dash not quite up to pace so far in this round, and Evil Dragon does lunge forward, and Evil Dragon does get up and ahead of Saint Dash, and so does everyone else, because Saint Dash has decided to drive away from the track. Group leads from Adam, now Evil Dragon in third, Jokerman in fourth, JW in fifth, Sid is up to sixth with McEwen in seventh, and Saint Dash joining the rear area of the pack in eighth place. And this one has got to be the strongest chance Group has had since the first race of the evening. Adam as well in good positioning at the moment, with Evil Dragon and Jokerman picking up where they've left off in the last couple of races, duking it out. Jokerman did get past the Volvo of JW, and Sid looks like he fancies it as well. Where? Oh, Sid's just lost a position to McEwen. Shall we get on board with McEwen and see how an ace does it, eh? Sitting in the passenger seat on the first lap. Group leads, Adam in second, Evil Dragon in third. We can see all of these guys. Jokerman there in the Renault, and we've got JW just ahead of us in the Volvo. Now McEwen has to pick where he's going to go. There is no room here, sir. There is no room through here. JW trying to off-put him, and McEwen having to brake, but he is ahead of JW just about. He's lost a bit of gappage to Jokerman, who is all over the back of Evil Dragon, and Adam hasn't got away from that podium battle like he wanted to. And now Adam in trouble from the Mondeo. The Mondeo looking like it's trying to get up the inside of the Pug, and Jokerman is the buffer between the Nissan, who now is up inside the Nissan, upside the Renault of Jokerman, and he's going for the Mondeo all through the carousel. McEwen absolutely landing it, and moving up to third, but not quite, because Evil Dragon is alongside. Now he's up to third, and Adam could be in trouble here in the Peugeot. So group leads, Adam in second, McEwen in third, Evil Dragon in fourth, Sid in fifth. Sid having a look at the inside of Evil Dragon, but nothing doing there so far. Evil Dragon is really being hounded there by the Volvo, and Sid on an absolute mission around the Nords to grab some major points. JW dropping down into sixth, Jokerman down in seventh. Where did that slip up happen? Evil Dragon off the road, and the two Volvos through. The two Volvos are through. They are through. And someone else is off the road as well. Who else was that? Adam. Adam's off the road. Adam was off the road. McEwen's through. It's a Nissan 1-2 again, like we saw in round 10. Adam in third. Sid in fourth. But Adam had a small off there, and I think Sid is a matter of time before Sid gets through. JW, the other Volvo, holding back Jokerman at the moment, and Evil Dragon back with his buddy Jokerman. These two have been rivaling it up all throughout this evening. It's been absolutely delicious. JW is driving on the edge, ladies and gents. That's that Volvo sliding around all over the place at the moment. Evil Dragon trying to find a new line to get past Jokerman where there is no line. Sid all up and about Adam's business at the moment. This is some great racing we are witnessing, ladies and gents. On board with the Mondeo of Evil Dragon. Group leads from McEwen, and then we have the Peugeot in third. Not anymore. Sid's just got past him up ahead, and Adam now being left out to dry from JW, but Jokerman getting a tow on JW, but I think JW also getting a tow from Adam. So Jokerman unable to get slingshot past JW, because JW was getting a tow as well, but now JW is way out the tow, and Jokerman picking up the tow from Adam. It's going to get fruity up in this business here. Sid, Adam, and Jokerman does get past JW there. I think he got a tow, and Evil Dragon closing in on all of the action. Beautiful stuff. So Sid back up and into a podium position behind the Nissans. Then we have Adam in 4th, trying to hold back Jokerman, JW and Evil Dragon. St. Dash just cruising for a bruising. So group leads, McEwen chasing him down. And yeah, McEwen can't hang around because Sid has got a fire in his rear derriere. Look at him go. Sid really is starting to lay it on with our championship leader at the moment. And the championship leader's got to make a decision. He's got to say, are the points worth it? Are the points worth it to fight, or just sit behind in 3rd and let Sid get on with what he needs to get on with? He's got to get it out of his system somehow, hasn't he? So group leads, and McEwen, he's playing tail gunner, really. He's trying to hold the Sid back. And Sid will not be held back. He's going for it. He's pulled the trigger. He's alongside the Nissan. Oh, no, sir. That's not what he wanted. And Sid then off the road, and it slipped him back straight into Jokerman's path, and Adam and Evil Dragon and his teammate JW, who's looking for a move on Evil Dragon at the moment, but there's not a move there, and he slips back in behind Evil Dragon. Adam there behind Jokerman, and Jokerman closing in on the Volvo after the Volvo went up against the alien that is known as McEwen. Group leads this race at the moment. We're on the 2nd lap of 3. This is the 3rd race, and it has been high octane, high adrenaline. Drugs couldn't even get you off like this race did, or these 3 races did. So don't do them, kids. Pro Sim race. Stay clean. Groot in 1st, McEwen in 2nd, Sid in 3rd. We've got Jokerman in 4th. Jokerman trying to close in on the Volvo, wants a piece of that action. Then we have Adam doing a glorious, I mean, I haven't seen him in any of the rounds before, so I'm guessing it's his debut on this channel. And what an amazing job he's done so far this evening. Evil Dragon in 6th. Like I said, I think there's been a spate of illnesses. They all hung out with each other for a weekend, and like some of them have got various rashes in various places. So Groot there in 1st. McEwen has closed in though. Groot, he's got to get his foot down, or McEwen's going to go for a 3-win streak here at the Nords. King of the Ring. Sid in 3rd at the moment. Jokerman in 4th. And Adam there in 5th. Trying to deal with Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon now getting up alongside. Evil Dragon making the move. And Evil Dragon goes for it. Evil Dragon up to 5th place. And JW wishing to follow Evil Dragon through. Can he also get the move done on Adam? Adam there, a sitting duck. Quack, quack, he says. Nothing he could have done about that. Just looked like they've got a better drive out of the thing. But I don't think the Volvo has got the momentum, but he's trying to hook onto the back of Evil Dragon, but no, he has to slip in behind Adam now, and JW then in 7th behind Adam, who has just been overtaken by Evil Dragon, who is chasing down Jokerman, who is all over the back of Sid. And McEwen has now caught up the Groot. I think the Groot seems to have fallen back to the pack, because he had a bigger buffer than that, even to Sid and Jokerman. So Groot now under pressure from his teammate McEwen, championship leader, and Groot is 2nd in the championship. So there is a championship battle here between the two of them, but as their teammates, you don't fear that it's going to be about so much. Groot's got an off. Groot's had an off. He's had 2 offs. And it's all on purpose. He's still on track, still ahead. So that's his racing line, ladies and gents. Don't panic. Nothing serious. And McEwen then stuck in that 2nd place. Sid in 3rd ahead of Jokerman. And Jokerman all up and about his business, trying to get in the boot of the Volvo and see what he's got. Evil Dragon slightly off there. Is he handing the position to JW? JW a little further back, but Evil Dragon going wayward in that corner. Adam in 7th as Saint Dash travels around in 8th place. Poor Adam slipped to the back there. He must have had an off. Unbelievable stuff. The track will be getting cooler. It looks like it's getting darker out there. Groot still leads from McEwen. But for how much longer, no one knows. Sid's lost the position to Jokerman there. I'm sure Sid was ahead of Jokerman, so Jokerman's moved up to 3rd. And it looks like, Groot again, going a little wide. And somehow managing to stay ahead. And McEwen coming through. No, McEwen still can't come through. And the problem is, Groot's backing him into the drivers behind him. He's causing him no end of headaches. And Groot then, it's a Nissan brick wall there. Look at it. McEwen still unable to pass his teammate there as Sid and Jokerman swap positions and tussle over who overtakes the Nissan first. McEwen then with the toe coming at Groot, and he's got him. And Sid also with the toe, but he hasn't got a toe now, and he can't seem to. He does. He just gets his nose ahead of the Nissan, and Groot loses out altogether behind all of them. So Sid then leads from McEwen, and Jokerman in 3rd. No, Groot. Scrub that. Groot's coming back. He's getting teammate towage, and he's helping his teammate in the front, and the Nissans work together to maintain position. But Sid goes for a very late break. Sid goes for a very late break to stay ahead of the Groot. And they're all going in. Oh, they've all jammed up in the pits. Oh, my word. That was interesting. It must be raining, ladies and gents. Surely. JW stays out. It's only 1 lap. How heavy will it come down? Adam stays out as well on those medium tyres. Now, Adam knows what a sloppy track feels like on a dry set of tyres. And at the moment, it is not raining. But everyone else went into the pits, and it looked very, very messy. I wonder if they just all hit the pits and they all just hit the other person. So McEwen is out on a set of wet tyres. He's the first one out. Groot as well onto a set of wet. Sid onto a set of inters. Evil Dragons onto a set of wets, and Jokerman onto a set of inters. Dash still in the pits. And JW then out there. Bold move from JW and Adam. The fact they put wets on, it must mean it is going to come down in a deluge, ladies and gentlemen, and it is very unlikely that JW and Adam will be able to stay on track. At the moment, not wet. It's not. I don't think it's wet where it's slightly damp, but their wipers are not going. So everything is gravy for JW and Adam. I can hear it now, though. It is starting to come down now, but still. The little monitor says it's still okay for dry tyres. Still okay for dry tyres. It's the final lap, but it's very early in the lap, and if it gets much wetter, these cars are going to become almost impossible to drive. So on board with 2nd place Adam, everyone behind us, 20 seconds the gap to McEwen, who has put a full set of wet tyres on. There is some shuffling. It looks like Evil Dragons got past Jokerman, and it's very wet out there now, and it is just going into intermediate territory. These guys not even halfway through their lap. It is going to be a tough one for JW and Adam out there on a set of dry tyres as they find their way around. And they've got to be careful with the braking. 21 seconds still ahead of McEwen, who is on a set of wet tyres. And JW and Adam still okay. No one's had an off here at the moment. In fact, they're pulling away from McEwen at the moment. Be careful of that, though. You don't want to do too much of that driving off the road, because that really hasn't got any grip on it. Now we're seeing little trails of water appearing, and it's very wet indeed. JW and Adam are really going to struggle, and already JW's had an off, and Adam has taken the lead, but you can see he can barely get the accelerator down, and 23 seconds ahead of McEwen though. Sid's going for a move on the intermediate tyres. There is a bit of contact there, but nothing serious, and McEwen maintains ahead of the Sid. Jokerman, it is really thumping it down now. Group down, Group really losing out in the pit stops. Evil Dragon in 7th, and the Dash is there in 8th. Adam then and JW not too far apart, and we are around about halfway. 19 seconds, so 4 seconds they have gained. 4-second gain, now more, 17 seconds. These guys really are starting to catch Adam. Adam's having an off. JW's caught him up, JW, and Adam just can't get the accelerator down. And JW then takes the lead, but it's, 15 seconds now. Sid's ahead of the Nissan of McEwen. The Inter's working a little bit better than the wet tyres, and there's yellows. JW's binned it. Adam's now in the lead, but only just. JW 11 seconds from his teammate Sid and McEwen and Jokerman and et al. So JW really struggling to get any pace done in the wet, and he is easily caught by the Inters and wet tyre runners, and it is really getting wet now. Even the Inters aren't going to work. Adam is trying to make his way around. Oh my word, 7 seconds ahead of McEwen now. Because the wet tyres are starting to come into their own, and Sid is starting to struggle, and Jokerman is also on the Inters, and JW, he never had a chance, did he, ladies and gents? Evil Dragon there in 5th. He's on the wet tyres. Group's on the wet tyres. JW's on the mediums. Dash is on the Inters, and Adam crawling around, and there you go, 1.7 seconds. McEwen is going to go for the trio. He is going for all 3 wins. Unbelievable driving here. Adam fighting the mediums. The Sid takes the lead as they overtake Adam, and Sid trying to be the fly in his ointment. He's on the intermediate tyres, and the lever has the monitor, the thing that shows us how wet it is just on the line, the borderline of Inters and wets. But at the moment, Sid slinging Volvo like he just doesn't care, and building up a gap from McEwen. Jokerman there up to 3rd. Evil Dragon on the wets in 4th. Drew also on those wets in 5th. Adam is still trying to make his way around in 6th. There's JW also trying to make his way around on the mediums in 7th. Dash in 8th on his Inters. This is the battle, Sid and McEwen. We're 5 minutes in to the lap. We are coming around to this find the flag, and Sid at the moment looking for the win. McEwen, with 2 wins already this evening, is aiming for something very similar. Evil Dragon in 3rd on that podium, but Jokerman, who he has been battling all evening, is there to try and whip that one away from him. And Groot there, who should have had some top 2 finishers, it hasn't gone his way today here at the Nords at Green Hell. It has been hell for Groot. Dash is up ahead of Adam, and JW are really having an abysmal time with those tyres. Sid still leaves though. Volvo still have things to celebrate so far. This is going to be interesting when they got on the straight with the toe, but the toe's all very well, but it's breaking into that top corner. That's going to cause a lot of heartache and pain, I believe. So Sid then comes out onto the straight ahead of McEwen. McEwen getting a toe, as is Evil Dragon. Groot not that far behind. He's got himself past Jokerman, and Jokerman will be picking up a toe off of the Groot. Evil Dragon, McEwen and Sid. Well, Sid's the only one not getting a toe here. There we go, McEwen then pulling the trigger, trying to get past. He does edge a little bit, But remember, Sid is relentless in the braking zones. Evil Dragon as well. Managed to get through, but Evil Dragon getting the double leap, the double toe. And Evil Dragon then moving up into the lead of the race as McEwen there. And they come to the final couple of corners. Sid still in the podium. Sid's off the road. Sid's off the road. Sorry, it's getting confusing. Evil Dragon looks like he's going to take the win. Evil Dragon at the line takes the win. Awesome stuff from Evil Dragon. McEwen in third, and Sid does get fourth as Jokerman comes home in third. Sid fourth for Jokerman. Gru gets fifth. Saint Dash comes home in sixth place on the intermediate tyres. And that was some intense stuff, ladies and gentlemen. With Adam, unfortunately, having an abysmal time on those dry tyres. Again, there the car goes. He just can't drive it around. And it's like Tokyo Drift out there for Adam as he tries to bring the pug home sideways, backwards, any old way. Is he going to lose it before JW gets there? JW's on his way. But no, Adam gets that seventh as JW comes home in eighth. And it was worth a try, but in the end, it's Evil Dragon ruins Liam's day. Great drive from Evil Dragon there, right at the very end. There you go, Kimi Räikkönen. So Evil Dragon then takes third. Beautiful stuff. Right then, we will look at that before the lobby gets shut. Evil Dragon takes the win, ladies and gentlemen, but not the fastest man on track. That was JW. So Evil Dragon breaks McEwen's hold of the green hell with Sid getting another podium. Great drive for Sid here at Nordschleife. And Jokerman in fourth, ahead of Groot in fifth. Saint Dash in sixth, with Adam coming home in seventh and JW in eighth. Brave moves from Adam and JW at the end of that race, but it was a tough one for him. In the chat then, Vodka Rob saying he's stuffed. Then he's saying brave to stay out on slicks, but it could pay off. It didn't, unfortunately. Fantastic race, says Vodka Rob. And Vodka Rob saying they did well to get those slicks to the finish in that time, to be fair. Yes, fair. Yeah, you'd think the timer would run out and they'd still be spinning around on the straight, trying to put the accelerator down. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Full Throttle Racing British Touring Cars Championship. Rounds 10, 11 and 12. And what a time we had also. So, next Friday, live for you guys. I'm going to try and find it. In an ordinary, quite a fast fashion, sorry. Here we go. We are at Deep Forest Raceway next Friday, so do not miss a single second of the action. Just before 8 o'clock, we'll be going live for some stunning racing. And Vodka saying cheers, Ryan. No problemo, my friend. I love it. I love racing. And I love shouting about it. So, yeah, that was the Full Throttle Racing. And I think Liam's safe in the lead of the championship so far. Group might be in trouble, though. Lost some points today against some heavy hitters. So the next time the table's out next week, I will keep you updated. Thank you for checking in with us. Thank you for watching this if you watched it. Thank you for being in the chat, Vodka Rob. No, there was some of us. Apex Wolf said hello, and Kema, I can't say that name. Kemalotok said hello. So yeah, thanks for being in the chat. Thanks for taking part. You are all absolute legends. And I'll see you till the next stream. Thank you very much. Turu, peace and love. Peace and love.